If you've followed me, you know that I am a clean eater, that I do take celebratory meals, but for the most part, everything that I eat is pretty clean. In fact, I tracked my eating several months ago for 30 days, and it ended up being that I am 97% clean, 3% celebratory or cheat meals. I have a couple of videos where I cover the topic more in depth. If you're not familiar with my style of eating, I will have them in the description box below. I will also have some of my what I eat in a day videos because I do periodically share those. Now, I mix up my diet. So when I film this video, it is last Saturday, April 27th, and I was on day 30 of a current meal plan that I created for myself. And actually, I did that meal plan for a couple additional days. And then back last Tuesday, a couple of days ago, I started a new meal plan. And that's what I do to keep my body adapting. But I pretty much eat the same food in the same order at roughly the same time. And I've done this for about 16 years. So it works for me. And I manage my weight, my physique, and the size of clothing that I wear. So it's how I choose to manage my living. I meal plan and meal prep. There's some work that's involved with that, but when you've done it for so many years, you kind of have it under your belt. I can almost do this in my sleep. I will share with you, though, that my husband is a great help. We have a system. He's really great at cutting up vegetables and fruit. I'm not really great at that, and I'm okay with it. So he helps in that area, but it's a beautiful trade-off because I'm the one who cooks dinner every day or every other day. And I'm the one that does the cooking when we entertain. So he is being very well taken care of. It's the ball being tossed back and forth. When I am preparing a family dinner, he always does the chopping of the vegetables. And so we've incorporated that any of my food that needs to be chopped and prepped, he will just do that at the same time. So you'll see him being put to work. And again, it's a beautiful trade-off that we have. So it definitely helps. I'm going to walk you through kind of the system, the food that I'm currently on for a couple of more days here, how I put them in containers, the whole process. Typically, I try to do about 2 days worth. Several years ago, I would prep my fruit and vegetables for several days in advance, but the way my lifestyle is right now, our lifestyle, and I work completely from home unless I'm out on assignment or I have a speaking engagement. So I've created a system that works for me. And I encourage everyone, if you want to clean up your diet, one of the best ways to do that is to prep your food. The beautiful thing when you follow a structured meal plan with all of the same foods, number one, you'll only create plans and meals that you love. I love everything that I eat. I just refuse to eat foods that I don't like. So I created around that. If I like broccoli, if I like asparagus, that's what I would use. If there's a vegetable that I don't like, you're never going to see it on my plan. But what happens is your grocery shopping gets streamlined because it's all the same foods. And the system, you get it down. You know how much of this, how much of that, and it becomes a beautiful flow. And it's something that I work with my clients on to create this system, and they find that their life gets easier even though they're so busy with work. The clients that are working with me in my healthy and fit clientele, I have a whole package in that. I'll have it in the description box. They all say my life has gotten easier by having a structured system. I know when to eat, I know when to eat it. So I highly recommend doing that. I highly recommend meal prepping and meal planning. One thing I'll share with you is a lot of my dishes, they don't go in the dishwasher. I pretty much use the same things day after day. So I have two of these units. Right now, things are a little bit of a mess because we're meal prepping, but I wash my dishes and I usually set 2 of these up, but right now I just have one. So I will wash my dishes. I will put them in here because I don't want to be hunting for everything. So again, you kind of streamline everything to make everything run as a smooth process. That's the key behind this. Every day I print my meal plan, which I know by heart. Once you get 30 days in, you know it to a T, but I still print my meal plan every single day. It's all printed here on this printout. I put it on a clipboard. I use a Sharpie. I check it off. I make any notes that I need to, like what time I had the meal, which they're always about the same. Again, when you get 30 days in, it's artwork, trust me. And then even for my water, I have a drinking timeline that I print out every single day. My water bottles are all numbered. I drink 2 gallons of water per day. That will trip some people up. It's amazing. It'd be like me saying, do you eat standard American diet? Yes, I drink. It's not even a struggle. There's days I could probably drink more. So all of my bottles are numbered, and then I have a timeline so I can check them off to make sure that I get it in. I fill these glass water bottles right here, right from our refrigerator. So this is something that typically I will try to do 3 days of water bottles at a time, because then again, it's only every 3 days. And I'm not opposed to asking for help to do this. We're a team in this family. If someone's available, I may say, hey, Paul or Chloe, can you fill my water bottles if you get a chance, which Chloe's not typically here. So there's a system behind everything. I'm going to walk you through and you'll kind of see the process and where I store it and all of that. There will be so many links in the description box below this video, as well as on the corresponding blog post. So if you see something in the background, there's a good chance that I put a link in there. Anything you see me using to cook, there will be a link for that. If you don't see a link to something, please ask in the comments section. I'll be happy to get that to you, and then I'll add it in to the drop down. Also, if you want to know the current meal plan that I'm following, which again, by the time this video publishes, I will have a new meal plan. But if you want to see exactly what I ate during this 30 days, and I'll share with you, I only took one celebratory meal, and that was on Easter Sunday. So that was my only celebratory meal, completely clean, completely followed my plan to a T, and it works for me. You know, for those of you that eat clean, you may hear sometimes, you gotta live, you've gotta live. This is living. Those of us that choose this lifestyle, this is living. The other way is not. Eating clean and learning how to enjoy indulgent food when you celebrate is living. It's a beautiful place to be. It's a well-managed, it's a mastery life. I have a workshop on the mastery life. It's a great place to be. I don't even bat a lash if I hear it. And really, I don't, because everyone that I socialize with, family, friends, I've eaten this way for 16 years, so they just know it. But if you're new to it, you may get comments like that. Don't let it trip you up. Often it's coming from a place of jealousy because people don't believe that they could do what you're doing. So don't let it bother you. But if you do want to see the meal plan that I'm walking you through, in the description box below, there will be a link where you can get to the meal plan. And if you'd like to print it out and maybe use this complete meal plan for yourself, give it a shot, tweak it to what works for you. But yeah, I'll have it available for you if you are interested in checking it out and using it as a tool. The first thing that Paul is prepping is mango. And I am doing 1/4 cup, and he will do enough for 2 days because I already have today's mango ready to go. Now, a lot of times he would wait until tomorrow and do 2 days worth, but tomorrow was spoken for. Remember? Plan next week, this week, organize tomorrow, today. So we already know that tomorrow isn't an ideal day for prepping. So that's why we're doing it today. I have today's mango, and he is chopping away because he is much better at it than me. So I am very appreciative. And then we use these Gordon containers. He will line them up to put everything that he preps for me in these containers. Gordon's Food Service. I don't believe you can order online. I'm sure we can find these on Amazon. I'll look for something similar. It'll be linked in the description box as well as on the corresponding blog post. If there's extra, which usually there's not, but we're trying to finish up this mango. If the grandkids are coming over at all, I will save it for them. Sometimes Paul will eat it. I let Chloe know what I have if she wants any. Okay, mango is prepped. There's the little bit of leftover. I store my prepped food in the second drawer down in the refrigerator. Sizzlefish arrived a couple of days ago. I have a special code for Sizzlefish, a couple of different offers to take advantage of. Check the drop-down box if you are interested in salmon or any other type of fish. I'm currently out of my cod, but I do order cod pretty regularly too. I made a protein shake about 10 minutes ago, and it's about ready for me to drink up. So I am going to have that right now. And when I prepared my protein shake, I filled this little container for tomorrow's. So tomorrow's is all good to go. Moving on to mixed peppers. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ask about the knife. It's probably 30 years old and it's from Sam's Club. And it was a gift. Here's today's peppers. And then I will add some of this vegan cheese into these bowls. Do that in a bit. I added the cheese, roasted red peppers are ready, good to go. Getting ready to bake my salmon and cod for today. I prefer making my fish daily. I could make it for the next day, but that's about it. But because of working from home it works for me. Rarely am I in a position where I need to bake tomorrow's fish. So this is just something that I choose to prepare daily. Mrs. Dash, well, I guess now it's just Dash. They took the Mrs. off in lemon pepper. This is completely salt and sodium free. I've used this as a seasoning for years. It comes in a variety of different seasoning blends, so you could probably find something that you like. I think there's like a tomato basil, maybe a garlic herb. I can't remember all the other ones. Fish is done. I'm looking for about 5 ounces for salmon. Let's see where we're at. Okay, and then typically what I do is I make up for the remainder by adding in some tuna. So I will do that. The cod, I am aiming for about 4 ounces. We'll do a measure or a weigh-in of that. Close enough. I'll have my scale linked in the description box below, along with anything else that I'm showing you. I am steaming up some brown rice. This is my favorite way to cook rice. And then I am going to steam up some asparagus for one of my meals. That is brown rice, asparagus spears, and my cod fillet. Rotisserie chicken being chopped up for a couple of days. Not only for me, Paul and Chloe both. They love a good rotisserie. Sometimes I do canned chicken. Once in a while, rotisserie. It just so happened that Paul ran to the grocery store today, so today's chicken chop up is rotisserie style. Can't go wrong there. Meanwhile, in the oven, I got a baked potato going and some more salmon. There's a baker. I'll pull that out in just a minute. She should be about wrapped up. I also have a half of an avocado. Right now I'm doing a half of one per day. A little pink Himalayan salt on top. And sometimes my favorite seasoning blend, but this does have some sodium in it, so you have to watch it. That would be nice. That's a good one too. Not cheap, but that's a good Chardonnay, but nope, not until June. Not until June. And it's been since February. But boy, it looks nice, doesn't it? Who's with me? Mouth is watering. But I love a good avocado too. Woo, woo, woo. Couple days worth of sweet potato. Love a good sweet potato with cinnamon on it. Dirty, dirty Tracy's dirty dishes from all the prepping and eating so far. Ah, she could have probably cooked a little longer, but love a good sweet potato. Who's with me? Leave in the comment section below if you love sweet potatoes. I would also love to know what I've shared so far today that you love, that you eat on your clean eating nutrition plan. So there you go. That's all the meal prepping, meal planning. I strongly encourage that you incorporate something like this if you're hoping to get to a better place with your eating. I tell you, it does make your life easier. Once you get the hang of it, it's a breeze. I also have a workshop where I cover meal planning, so I highly encourage you to take advantage of that. But here's just a lot of the mess I grabbed out of the refrigerator. And I'll have codes for the fish that I use. I just placed an order for more cod because that's going to be on my new plan. I've been working on my new plan throughout the weekend, so I kind of have a good gauge. But I will use up, because I didn't put asparagus on there. There's a couple things the mangoes aren't returning, because again, I want to mix things up. I mix up my macros. I'll also include on the meal plan, if you decide to take advantage of that, I'll do the macro breakdown, what my overall calories were on that plan, my protein, my carbohydrates, my fats. I mix those up. So my new plan that I'm going into, I don't want all the same. I may be similar in calories, but I want to mix that up. If you recall earlier this year, I was eating 180 grams of carbohydrates, but I wasn't putting weight on. It's all about mixing things up. But having a system, having a plan always, I talk about this over and over. I'm a broken record, but yes, take advantage of the workshops, the nutrition plan. One-on-one coaching with me is always a great tool. And I hope you enjoyed. Leave in the comment section below some of your favorite clean eating foods. And if you meal prep and meal plan, and if you have any little tips or tools to share with the community. Thanks for being here.